Guinea pig!
Christine Mrs.GilliamFarms YouTube channel signature dish.
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen.
No.
And y'all, it's another one of those recipes. It's time for another signature dish.
Another one of them.
Yeah. We're doing a signature dish today, and it is for Christine Mrs.GilliamFarms.
GTO.
So, I'm calling this Chicken Christine with squash and Brussels sprouts. Now, y'all, I have longer names, but they're only so long of a name that you can fit in that little title line. Because it don't give you but 100 characters, and if I wrote everything on there that I was going to call it, I'd have about 200 characters on there. So we're calling it Chicken Christine with squash and Brussels sprouts. Okay? Now, a little bit about Christine. She and Johnny from GilliamFarms, which I did last month, are husband and wife. And I believe I saw where they've been married 25 years.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We've been married a while.
Been married a while. Now, Christine helps Johnny on the farm. Plus, she has her own job that she does where she travels and works for a company that she travels for and does what she needs to do. Not going into what she does because it's none of my business what she does.
She wants you to know, she'll tell you.
That's right. What I can tell you about Christine is she is a darn good cook. Because I've watched some of her videos that shows her
Girl
cooking.
can cook.
Girl can cook. And she likes country cooking too. But I have a feeling she might like a little bit of fancy cooking on occasion too. You never can tell. So, go ahead and tell you where I come up with this. I've been wanting to do a beef Wellington, y'all. And if you don't know what a beef Wellington is, it is a very lean piece of beef that is kind of cooked a little bit, just browned on the outside, and then wrapped. It's got mushed liver and a lot of other stuff on it. But anyway, it's wrapped in puff pastry. And I got to thinking, I did beef for Johnny, and they have chickens too. And they have a shirt says GilliamFarms on it. It's got a chicken, got a cow, and some other things. I was thinking, well, I did beef for Johnny. I'll do chicken for Christine.
Yeah, I think she does most of the business with the chickens.
Yeah. So, the ingredients I have here, I have some puff pastry. I have a chicken breast that has been butterflied and thinned out. I got 2 small cloves of garlic here that's been minced. 4 ounces of cream cheese. I've got, let me look at my list for my mushrooms. I've got 4 mushrooms, button mushrooms, medium size, that's been chopped. I took the stems out and just chopped the tops. I have a quarter of a white onion that has been sliced. I have 2 tablespoons of butter. Here I have a teaspoon of piggy's the rub. I think I said 4 ounces of cream cheese. 1 egg yolk, salt and pepper to taste, and I have some Dijon mustard. Okay, over here I have 1 pound, which is 2 cups of Brussels sprouts that have been trimmed, stem end off, and cut in half. I have a half a pack of bacon, which is a 1 pound pack, so it's a half pound of bacon that has been chopped and cooked. I have half of a teaspoon of piggy's the rub. Here I have another quarter of an onion that has been chopped. I have 1 large yellow squash, also that has been chopped, and that is, I measured this out and it measured out to 2 cups. Here I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of piggy's the rub, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, or you can use salt and black pepper to taste, and I have 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so first things first on what I'm going to do to get this puppy started. Oh, also preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
450.
450. Okay, Piggy, if you will hand me the stirrer that is on that eye over there.
Da, 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 da.
Now, I'm not doing steamed squash. I'm actually doing a stewed squash. This is a version of the squash and onions that my mama always cooked when she did stewed squash. I've made this version before. Well, not this particular version, but I normally when I stew squash, I'll cut up a little bit of onion and put it in it. If you don't have an onion, you can always use minced onion if you have that. And I always just use salt and black pepper. I've never added the red pepper flakes to it before, but I thought it would give it a little extra flavor. And I normally put butter in it to taste. So I'm putting everything in here. And I'm going to have Piggy put water to just over the squash. I don't want a lot of water, just to cover the squash.
You want to do the filter or not?
It don't matter. Because it's
Just
going to
over
boil.
the squash.
Yeah, just over the squash. And then once you do that, if you'll put it on the stovetop for me.
About like that?
About like that, yes. Put it
All
on the
right.
stovetop. 275 degrees, power 3. Okay. Now this right here, the Brussels sprouts I'm going to set aside. In that season, because I'll do that after I get this started. Now this is my mash that Miss Rita at Rita's Roost sent me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my puff pastry out.
And she uses that thing like mad.
Yep. And set that on here. That over here. And y'all, I've got to saute my onions and my mushrooms.
There's that word again. Saute.
Yeah, I got that fancy word saute going on, y'all. I've got a bowl here. I'm going to put my cream cheese in. And that's mixed in with my mushrooms and onions when they get done. Lay my... Put this stuff over here. Y'all, I got to get situated for my hot plate to be put over here.
That's situated for you country folk like me. Do a little Jethro Bodine.
What was that beeping? A
I
beep, beep, beep.
I didn't hear it.
I heard a beep, beep, beep.
Well, this was still going.
Oh, it's my oven. Never mind, never mind. Y'all, I'm going crazy. If you'll hand me my hot plate and my skillet.
Hot plate in the skillet.
Well, give me the small skillet, not the big skillet. The big skillet is for the Brussels sprouts, y'all. Told you, I gotta get my head straight with this over here. I've got certain things I'm doing certain ways, y'all. Okay. Cut this on, turn this on. Y'all, I ain't cutting it nothing, I'm turning it on. Turning it on.
She
Alright?
cut it on for you country folk like me. Indiana Chris.
But I turned it on for Mr. Scott because he's always getting me about the cutting it on.
Well, Indiana Chris got you on that too.
Yeah. Alright. Piggy, I need my black spatula. I ain't got everything together. I should have had everything together over here, but I ain't got it together.
That's what she's got an extra set of legs for.
That's
Me.
right. That's what my piggy's for.
I'm her extra set of legs. That allows her to stay right there and get organized. I get the other miscellaneous stuff.
Right. Now, y'all, I've got this recipe written so you can do 1 or 2 of these chicken breasts. I'm doing 1 because Piggy and I can't eat a whole one because this is going to be a big breast.
We might not eat that except for about 2 or 3 days.
Well, I think we can eat. I'll probably eat all that. It's the. Okay, I'm gonna put my onions and mushrooms in the butter. I probably could have done with 1 tablespoon of butter instead of 2, but again, everything I have listed here, I have it with showing what to use for 1 of the chicken Christines or to do 2 chicken Christines. And what I have listed here, I have, for the ingredients, I have 1 to 2 sheets of puff pastry, 1 to 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that have been butterflied and thinned out,
Pounded.
Yeah, pounded. A fourth to a half cup of sliced mushrooms. And like I said, I used 4 of the medium to large button mushrooms that had been just chopped up. You could use about 6 to 8, depending on the size, and it should give you that same ratio. A fourth of an onion is what I use, so you could use a fourth to a half of an onion sliced. 1 to 2 cloves of garlic minced. If you have large garlic cloves, I would say 1 to 2. If you have really small ones like I have, say 2 to 4. 4 to 8 ounces of cream cheese softened to room temperature. 1 to 2 teaspoons of piggies to rub.
Rub it.
Salt and pepper to taste. 1 to 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. Roughly say 2 to 4 tablespoons of butter. You can use 1 tablespoon of oil, optional for some of the butter if you would like, and 1 egg yolk. Now that is to do the chicken one. Now I'm going to put my garlic in here. And let it marry in with the mushrooms and the onion. And let that cook for about a minute or so. You don't have to let garlic cook for very long, and you definitely do not want to let it burn, because if it turns a dark brown, it gets bitter. You don't want that.
Don't like the bitter. Because it sure ain't butter.
Piggy, if you will give me a fork or a spoon so I can stir that together. Large spoon or fork, it doesn't matter which. Okay. Turn this off. And I'm putting the mushrooms and onions in with this cream cheese. And I will give you that. And I'll give you this. Now I'm going to move this up here out of the way because I am going to be using this again here in just a few minutes. But right now I'm just going to let it... Now, the reason I went ahead and started the squash is because I'm going to let the squash cook for about 25 minutes roughly, maybe 30. I like my squash to be extremely tender. And as far as this right here goes, I'm just mixing this in, and I'm doing it now while everything is warm because that cream cheese is going to mash in with that really well. Stir it in. And this is going to be the filling for my chicken breast. Okay. And I've got kitties floating around the house. Anybody that knows me knows we have kitties. And the kitties like the smell of the cooking.
Well, they got outside.
Yeah, they like the smell of the cooking. And please don't think they don't get fed, because they all got fed before we got started, so we know they wouldn't be hungry.
Folks, we got 4 bowls on the coffee table in there full of cat food for them to eat on. Not counting what they find for themselves outside when they do what cats do.
I'm resetting this timer up here on this so it doesn't go off before I get done.
They just know that more often than not, they really tasty stuff comes out of here when we inhale.
It smells good, y'all. Don't fall, Piggy.
Had one behind me.
Yeah. Okay, put this right there. Put that right there.
Them little suckers don't know give you any space.
Piggy, will you hand me a pair of tongs, please?
They're tall.
I normally do this with my hands.
Short ones, long ones.
Don't matter. It's a pair of tongs. Now this is a little thin, and it will be a little thin in the middle. Piggy got carried away with the hand, with the pounder, but that's okay because I wanted it.
Bam, bam.
I'm saying bam, bam, because this was a thick chicken breast, y'all.
It was.
It was.
It was probably about that thick at the thickest.
Yeah. Give you that.
Gimme.
I don't need that. All right.
I'll put some dirty soapy water in it.
Yeah. Now I want to put this over because this is the side I'm going to put on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and season it with salt and pepper first. And then I'll turn it over and season it on the inside. And you'll notice I did not add salt and pepper to the mushrooms or onions. That is because I am using salt and pepper on the chicken itself, and the filling is going to be inside the chicken. So I'm going to let all that flavor marry into it so it won't be too salty. Okay? Put that over. Alright, chicken, go up here. Okay. I got kitty cats wanting in, they can wait. Okay. That's the salt. Gotta have that over here for, oh no I don't. I got salt and pepper already out for everything, don't I? I'm doing good, y'all. Okay. Now Christine, if you don't like black pepper, if you don't want to use salt, that's entirely up to you. I'm making this for you. You can adjust it to what you like.
I need to stir this.
Yeah, you can stir it for me, Piggy.
Get some of that stuff mixed in with that squash there.
Yeah. Bring this over here. Okay. I'm gonna. Alright, Piggy, here's your spoon.
Spoon!
Y'all, this is so nice to be able to just hand somebody something and let them wash it for you, help you out. And now I got a kitty cat wanting out, y'all.
Everything she's handed me so far is washed.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna spread this in here.
Some of it's been put away.
Now, this might have been enough to do too.
Yeah, it's a good help when you have the opportunity to do it like that.
Okay.
Done with that?
Yeah.
Done with that.
I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because, yeah, I'll just have to wash my hands once I get it rolled because I can't do that with that. But I'm gonna roll this up. Kind of fold it in on the edges. And continue to roll.
Put some soap in this rag and I'll hand it to you.
And Piggy, if you will pause me for just a minute while I wash my hands.
Alright.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to have to go back over and wash my hands again here in a minute, but the tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now, Christine, if you don't like Dijon mustard, you can use spicy mustard, you can use yellow mustard. You can omit the mustard altogether and put something else you would like. That's probably a little bit more than a tablespoon, but to me it's roughly a tablespoon. I'm going to take and I'm going to rub this all around that right there.
Rub it. No.
Rub it on the ends.
I started to go into a little bitty.
Try
I
to get
didn't
that.
recognize it was from some under fresh.
Then I'm going to sprinkle these to rub on top, on the sides. And I'll take and I'll smooth all that in with that mustard. And y'all, if you haven't tried Piggy's to rub, all I can say is hit me up. Let you know how to get some. And see if you like it.
Ask Pooch, Joy's son Randy, and a few others what they think is Piggy's to rub if you're not sure.
Yeah, Mike's fishing home. He
Mike
likes it.
fishing
Yeah.
home, he loves it.
Alright, we're going to set this aside while I fix the puff pastry, so I got to wash my hands again. Be right back. Alright, I'm back from washing my hands, y'all. This is going to be a messy job. Okay, now both of these are thawed out. There we go. This one right here I'm going to put back in the refrigerator. Glad I saved that box and didn't throw it away.
Good thing.
Okay. There you go, Piggy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put me just a little bit of flour for dusting on my surface here. Because you want to roll this out to about a 1/4 inch thickness. It's almost there, but there's another Piggy. I got my trusty rolling pin. This one came from Kettle Kitchen. From Noodle November last year. I won that in the live chat at the end of Noodle November. Right.
She must like it pretty good too, 'cause I ain't seen her use her old rolling pin in a long time.
Don't let Piggy fool you. He likes this one too, because when we use it for thinning out the meats, when we put them in the baggies, this is the one he uses.
I use it because that's the one you pull out.
Alright, we've got this thinned out. And now comes the fun part. Lifting this chicken and putting it right there. Alright, y'all. Gotta wash my hands again. Be right back.
Alright.
We're back.
We think.
Move that over a little bit. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over on top of this. And this. And when you do this, you want to make sure that your seams are pinched together, put together very well so that you don't have leakage on it. And you want to make sure that your seams are not overly thick. So you're going to pinch that together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on this tray right here. Now I'm going to turn this up this way and do it. Kind of like a little burrito there. And next I've got one egg yolk. You want to take and you want to brush it. Brush the top, about one egg yolk. Brush the sides, ends.
You know, with a rolling pin.
Yeah. Y'all, Piggy's making me think. He's making me use my brain. And I got my brain focused on something else.
And folks, that's how it goes. I'll ask her something. If she's into doing something, I might get an answer in a few seconds. I might get an answer in 5 minutes.
Okay, Piggy, you can have the rest of that egg yolk. If you're doing 2 of these, one egg yolk should be enough to do both of them. Yeah. All right. This will go in the oven.
Both these?
Yeah. This will go in the oven on 450 degrees for 10 minutes.
450.
450 for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you will lower the temperature down to 425 and bake it for an additional 20 minutes, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and set this for 30 because it's going to be 30 overall.
And folks, that beef Wellington that she mentioned earlier, that's Gordon Ramsay's signature dish. That's his specialty.
Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. I'm When that goes off, I will lower the temperature to 425.
All right.
Alright, y'all, it's that time. We're getting ready to start doing the Brussels sprouts. Got about 4 minutes or so, 4 to 5 minutes left on the chicken. The squash is almost done. And I've got to get my bacon grease heated up. I lost track of time, y'all. I was getting other things done and I lost track of time.
She was playing on her phone.
I was playing on my phone. The other phone, not this phone, the other phone.
You see how good we are? We bust each other out.
Alright, I'm gonna make sure this grease is good and hot. It ain't gonna take just a few minutes for this to be cooked anyway. You don't want them mushy. You want to crisp it up a little bit and soften. Let that get good and hot. Yeah, we're right at 4 minutes there. And instead of 425, I actually put that down to 400 because I didn't want it to burn, y'all. I looked at it and it was a little brown, so we'll leave it at that. It don't have to. And I know that chicken will cook just fine. Piggy, will you cut the squash off, please?
Cut it off.
Yep, I can hear it back there. Stir it one more time for me if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, we got that sizzle going with it right there.
Let that water boil away and
Yeah.
start sticking about it.
Alright, now I'm seasoning this with Piggy's rub, the half teaspoon Piggy's rub. I'm not adding any salt to this because the bacon is salty and I'm cooking this in the reserved bacon grease.
You got something you want me to put this in?
Just leave it in that for a minute and then when I get ready to plate everything up, I'll put it in bowls.
Well, I just want it to cool down a little bit.
Okay.
Might stick to the bottom.
Like I said, this is going to take just a few minutes. Put this right here on to keep it from splattering everywhere. Let that cook. See what? I'm going to let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes and I'll be back. Put everything together with it with the bacon. So Piggy will pause this forward. We'll be right back in a little bit. Okay, y'all, we're back. I actually looked at my oven wrong a while ago. I reset the temperature and I was looking for, it said 4 minutes and it was 400 degrees. Y'all, it shows what I can see. I've actually down to 3 minutes now on there. But my Brussels sprouts pretty much done. I'm going to add my bacon. There we go. Give Piggy that bowl.
Give me.
Now, I had to add a tablespoon of butter to this because there wasn't quite as much bacon grease in there as I thought. But I used all of it that came off this bacon. And I'm going to give Piggy this screen here. That's my splatter screen. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this up into this bowl right here. And when I come back, we'll have everything on the table ready to go. I'll show you what everything looks like, and then we'll do our taste test. Oh, y'all, that right there looks good as it is. So, we shall see you in just a few seconds here. Alright, y'all, this is my chicken Christine, my stewed squash and onions, my Brussels sprouts and bacon. And Christine, I hope you like the dish. And y'all, if y'all have not checked out Christine Mrs.GilliamFarms, please do so. She has some really great videos on there. And if you do go over and check her out and decide you like the channel, please let her know that Alyne and Piggy sent you over. So now we're going to get to the good part. We're going to cut this bad boy.
And then we'll take a peccatore.
Yeah.
I think I see a way I might be able to do the zoom.
Ah.
Over here next to the stop pause.
Yeah.
It's got a 1X lit up in white and a 2 above it. I'm wondering. Ooh, that looks good.
And I thought this would be enough for 2 people. It's going to be enough for 3 or 4 or 5 people, y'all.
It'd be enough for about 2-3 meals for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all right. You wash that hot pad and we can clean that up. Folks, that right there ought to tell you how juicy that is.
And this has been sitting for a little bit. Because I had to take a little break. I'm going to put that on there with that one now. And I am going to clean up my mess real quick. That's what paper towels and towels are for.
Well, you have to put that hot pad into the wash because some of it got on.
That's fine. I got some others that's going. I'm just going to go ahead and get all this juice right here cleaned up. There we go, Piggy. I'll give that to you. Throw that away.
See there, she just gives me trash.
I does. I gives him trash. Gives him trash talk on occasion. Okay, let me get rid of the paper towel. Y'all gotta wipe my hands. Put a little bit of squash on here. Each of these plates.
Folks, except for what y'all see on that table, all the dishes are washed and put away.
Oh man, now this smells so good. I had to step out of the kitchen for a few minutes and I just come back around that corner and oh my goodness gracious. The smell, y'all.
More than plenty. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
We're cooking with gas now, Piggy.
Good.
Good.
I think that did right. I'm gonna do another one just in case.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Ready?
Now we back.
Piggy fork. My fork.
We'll do this right here.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, we gotta get up close and personal for that moment.
For the moment, okay. I'm gonna put this cream cheese mixture in here. I know I got a piece of chicken in there somewhere. Piggy, if you'll hand me that knife again, I gotta cut this. Make sure I got a bite of chicken in there.
Bite of chicken.
Yeah, we want some bite of chicken. We don't want just the puff pastry. We got to have the chicken and the filling and all the good stuff.
Right.
All right. Oh yeah. Piggy told me what ago. He said he hungry, so.
That was before we got started.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There it is, folks.
Mm. Oh wow. That's good stuff right there.
Oh wow, that's right.
We tried the Brussels sprouts, and they're not overly tender, but they're still got a nice little bite to them. Oh yeah, but they're tender. Mm-hmm.
They tender enough, I can chew them.
Mm.
Those y'all who paid attention enough to know why I say that, y'all know.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
If it's tender enough for me to chew it,
Now for the squash. Oh yeah. Nice buttery flavor. Got a little bit of a bite from that red pepper flakes. Christine, if you don't like a little bit of spicy, I would say either omit the red pepper flakes or cut them down. But they're good. I am well pleased with the way everything turned out. I hope you like the dish, Christine. Thank you for allowing me to do this for you. And please know that I would be more than happy to cook this again for you and Johnny.
yeah, Johnny would have to help with that much.
I thought me and Piggy could have it. I wasn't thinking it was going to be as big as it is. But it turned out really well. Like I said, it'll feed a good 4 or 5 people depending on the size of the slice you give them.
Depending on how much they can eat.
Yeah. I am well pleased. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my fork?